the activities online or the evidence you think you have online would not hold water. I think they were able to prove that in court. And even now at the inquest, the judge at the inquest has said he would not listen to any speculation from social media. One thing we have to realize is that we telling the questions that are being asked to the witnesses or the suspects based off TikTok or social media, it doesn't make any changes. Tell me one question that they've asked that they've gotten from online that would open more light. Just like give me one, then I'll explain.
ASP Mohammed just described the video.
Let me give you one quickly.
Hold on.
Social media.
You don't have to. No, let's not answer that question.
Let's talking about the industry.
Singapore, hold on.
Singapore.
Okay, no. Let him go on. Let him go on and say one thing that people have a certain question that has been talking about.
All right. So in the inquest, they made reference to a post when she spoke about industry gods. Those were posts on social media, and they asked her questions about it. So that's one. Are you cool with that?
So what does industry gods has to do with what?
But that was where the oppressors came in. That was where the Naira Marley
okay. Then hold on. So do you think she hasn't given a statement regarding the guy's oppressor before, prior to posting that thing?
Not until we see what she said in her statement. We don't know that. We don't have access to that.
That's what I'm saying. So that's what I'm saying. So
in the court at the inquest, they allowed that fly. They let her ask questions based on what they saw online.
Then I'm putting it to you. Hold on, Flake. Then I'm putting it to you that are you sure she hasn't made a statement to the police about the people that oppressed this guy, the people that...
We don't know that. We don't know that. We're talking about the inquest. We're talking about the inquest now. What she said.
That they're asking her in the request of.
We can't hear you, Flora. No, I'm just trying to let you know that whatever question is that are being talked about.
Ask any question in the question.
Yeah, that's the point. So those questions cannot even, for me, I don't think it brings any clarity. It's just to clarify our own doubt online. Not like it brings any further clarity. No, I don't think so.
I just read something to you that ASP Mohammed said he saw online that Mohbad was sitting next to Zlatan, and that Naira Marley was standing behind them. Well, I don't know where he saw his own online social media, but what we saw was there was Sam Larry behind them trying to beat Mohbad, and Zlatan trying to stop him.
The one you saw, right? The one you saw.
The one I saw, but the one...
somebody's saying the one he saw. You are saying the
No, he's referring to the same thing.
How are you sure he's referring to the one you saw?
Because he said at the Elegushi beach was Naira Marley. See, have you seen any video or any information that Naira Marley was at that Elegushi beach on that day, apart from... Because we later saw Zlatan, what's his name? And Sam Larry and all of them leaving. We didn't still see Naira Marley there. I'm not defending Naira Marley here. I would never defend Naira Marley. But what I'm saying is that what we saw in that video of Mohbad sitting next to Zlatan at the video shoot was Sam Larry, not Naira Marley. And Naira Marley was not mentioned at all in ASP Mohammed's testimony.
So why are you not saying, for me, I don't want to. I don't want to go back. I don't want to defend.
We're looking at the CTC here. We're not saying.
That's what I said. I'm not going to defend ISP in any way. So are you saying because you didn't see that video, is not real? Because you've not seen the video, then it's not possible for that video to exist?
Have you seen the video?
I haven't seen it. For him to say
there is another video. That video would have come out.
So if you've not seen something now, it's not real now. Is that what you're saying?
He's talking about social media posts.
So because you have not seen it,
I've seen all the videos that have been posted since September last year. When Mohbad first died, all the videos were coming out. I've seen almost all. And there is no video anywhere.
ASP might be right. ASP Mohammed might be right, ASP Mohammed might be right.
Why are you defending something that is indefensible?
Shemik are going to say lie.
Okay. I get your point. No problem.
1 minute, Dabs.
Yeah.
You know that. Anyway, welcome, and I hope everybody's doing
Been
very
a
well.
long time now. My
Just
guy, how
busy.
you doing?
Long time, like you were here a few days ago now.
Yes, now, but I know they climb your
So,
panel now.
I'm saying this one. I want us to understand something, right? We Nigerians. I want us to know that injustices for one person is an injustice for
Yeah, echoing,
because
Abi is me. Yeah, somebody is echoing.
you've used your phone to call. That
Okay.
usually happens when either you receive a call or use your phone to do something. We should understand something. Right? An injustice is to one of us or to anybody. It's an injustice to almost every other person. And whenever we will see injustices happening, I think we should, as reasonable people, we should try to make sure that we address it. We don't wait until it happens to us. Look at you right now. You know, you're very comfortable. You're even smiling. You're talking, and you're so cool. While others are, they are mourning. And I pray that evil doesn't come to you or maybe to anybody around you. You see, the reason, one of the most reason why we as a race and as a people are still struggling with life, it's because we like to flock in individually. We don't like to care for things that concerns. We wait until it comes our door, then that laugh disappears. Then we stop laughing, and then now we start crying. And then when you are crying, others are laughing. They feel like, oh, it doesn't concern me. The same thing happens during the colonial era, why some regions, some tribes were invaded. The others felt like, oh, as long as it's not us, we don't care. After all, let them do whatever. So the others were invaded, they were captured. Then later, the other colonizers, they grab hold of land. Then they were able to conquer the others, and they got everybody. So who is foolish? Okay, the foolishness here, it lies with those who have a myopic thinking, who do not think at large. You see, we are investigating into Mohbad's death and trying to call out some misconduct. This is not because we're going to be paid or because of any special interest, but it's more like the experiences that we've had in this country. Me, myself, I don't know about you. If you've been through bullies before, you know how things work in this country. Police can just arrest you if you know nobody. They're going to detain you even more than the 2 days or 1 day as required by the Constitution. You're going to suffer, okay, for even no reason, probably because you have connections. Is this a kind of country and economy we want to be running? And then later we will not be comfortable in our country, we'll run abroad. We'll be seeing other countries don't respect us abroad. Whereas whenever we have opportunity, you see, if incidents like this don't happen, we will not have opportunity to make relevant development. All those countries you see, great, whatever, things happen that shapes that shapes them. They don't just get shaped because of one individual or because one government came into place. Policies were created due to how people were, due to the different occurrences that had happened in the different times. Policies were created and it was shaped over time. Most of these laws that you say we have in place in our country, it's unfortunate that these laws didn't come from us and it's not right. We're supposed to be living, and whatever mistakes that happen, we make a policies that will affect life and make us better. Now, believing that every loss comes from logic. Okay, law has to come from what is logically correct for the people of the people who own the society or the people of the society. Now, logic will always lead in whatever we do. Okay, because law comes from logic, sure. If something is not logically correct, it's not going to become a law. All right. And that's why we always work with those kind of logic, ethics, morality, and all of those stuff. Okay. So now looking at this whole stuff reasonably. Okay. So looking at this whole stuff, this all happening reasonably. Okay. Would we say that it is a good thing for a person to die, okay, and his death not to be reported to the police? Let's start from there. This is to you. I've established some common grounds right now, which I want us to speak reasonably. So if a person dies, okay, in such a mysterious way, do you think such death in a society that is striving to become a better place, do you think such death shouldn't be reported to the police? And in a situation where it's not reported, do you think there should be some kind of punishment or do you think it's an offense at all?
Anyone wants to go first, or who wants to go first?
Anyone can go first. I mean, it's a
Anybody can go
conversation. But it's referring, as I'm referring this to Daps, just to hear his opinion, then we can have everybody talk on
Thank
it.
you very much for that great question.
Yeah.
Of course, every death, even if the cause of death is known, or even without unknown or known, you still have to make a report. But we know the system we live in. Is there a database that can promote such process? See, we shouldn't have to picture Nigeria like a system that works. The law is there that says every death should be reported. So are people doing it? After Mohbad is died, many other people have died, and people coming on this platform to argue that thing, they've not gone to report their loved one that died. So it's not about just one person alone. Are we all willing to go through that process? That's the question.
And we have to talk about it. We have to open people's mind to it. And that's why the platform is here, when we continue to emphasize that a crime has happened there. What isn't good had happened in that house. And we say that we wonder why Wumi and her cohort or those in that house are still not arrested. There is a section 48, subsection 3 of the Lagos State Coroner Law says anybody that concealed a reportable death has committed an offense and is liable to 7 years imprisonment upon conviction. So now on that ground, we all know that Wumi didn't report Mohbad's death, right? Did she report Mohbad's death to start with?
It's not. It is not hard that we report it now.
No, I'm putting the question
No,
to
it's
that.
even hard. Let's see. Let's even go by. Okay, Wumi is the. Do you want to pick Wumi, or you want to pick everybody in that house, or the family?
I
Who do
pick
you want
Wumi
to pick?
as the next of kin. Wumi is the next of kin first. I mean, there are so many
if
of
Wumi
them,
is the
there,
next
but I
of
chose to
kin.
start with her.
Okay, so yeah.
Yeah, we have Adura, we have Wumi there. I mean, but Wumi, I think, is a very good position.
Okay, why do you think? Do you have any document that proves she's the person in charge? Do you have any document to prove that?
Well, I mean, Wumi has alleged to be Mohbad's wife. Wumi has.
So being a wife doesn't mean you're a
wife.
next of kin. Hold on, bro. Being a wife doesn't mean you're a next
No,
of kin.
Paparano, I'll not allow
Do you
you
know what
and
is the
this
next
guy
of kin?
to.
Sorry, wait, let's clear that.
Paparano,
No.
no.
Being
This guy,
a wife
no, this guy,
doesn't mean you're a
this
next
guy
of kin.
obviously doesn't know what he's talking about. Paparano, I'll not allow you to talk anymore.
Okay, that's Frederick. Don't agree with you. Okay, Frederick say he doesn't know.
Paparano, let me ask just a
Yeah, I
quick
don't-
question.
Okay,
I just want clarity on.
I'm gonna do something quickly. Just go on. Yeah, come in.
Yeah, just clarity on what you said. So when you said mysterious death should be reported, I agree.
No, we are still on the next of kin, please. We want to clear that to DAPS. Let's clear that to have that.
Okay,
clear to
no,
please.
but just
Do you
clear
agree that
do you mean is
do
it?
you agree Mohbad is Wumi's next of kin to Mohbad? Do you agree?
Yeah, depends on the
As a wife, wait. Yomi, as a wife, is she a next of kin or not?
she should be. You'd imagine so.
No, it's not. She should be. I want to be certain.
You cannot prove. People have.
People can specify who they want their next of kin.
No, that's not what I'm saying. That's not what I'm saying. That's not what I'm saying. In the situation where the death had not specified, can she as a wife be a next of kin? That's my question.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Okay, Frederick, do you agree to that?
If there was no child, then yes, she is. If there's a child, then no, she cannot be.
Dabs, is she a next of kin if there's no specification?
She's not.
Okay. Anyway, now Yomi, how do you convince Dabs on that? Go on your standing.
I mean, if they're married, then surely, and they obviously legally married, then I would imagine. I mean, but
okay, Dabs, can you ask your question? I want clarity from someone else, not from me. Can you please?
I would say when it comes to the details, I would probably. That's why I wanted you to clarify earlier on when you talked about.
We are working with those terminologies. It has to be cleared first before we move ahead. Can somebody quickly Google who is the next of kin, please?
Let me.
No, I don't want us to move away. Can we please work with that next of kin?
Understand what I'm trying to say.
See. It's not even about to Google.
No. I want us to be clear. Terminology is important, please. English is a foreign language. English is a foreign language.
I'm saying what I'm trying to say to you.
I'm not going to say. There's something I like doing, right? Me, I like to learn in a positive way.
I know, but listen, let me just quickly land. You would understand where I'm going, right?
Right.
Let me just land. Only 2 seconds.
Right.
when it comes to matters like this, we can't use opinions because it will be subjective. That's why we need to refer to those that are legal practitioners to give us the conditions. Because when you made the statement earlier on and you talked about time, I wanted to ask if there's a timeline when you said if something should you you're supposed
you're walking
to,
us away from the topic. Let's quickly
no.
we'll cover all of this.
Let me read you the law.
All of this, please. You're going
hold on. You said you should report when something happens.
Can we just clear? We will talk about this. We want to clear next of kin first. We'll talk about this.
Okay, go ahead.
Because this will take up another question again.
Okay, Abrano, wait. Yeah. If there are no.
Can you please read for me who is the next of kin, please? I want us to clear that. What is the next of who is the next of kin?
Be the person that is in charge when you're late. But
no. Let me read the law to him.
Wait.
When you're late, yes, Google it. At least you can find it on Google.
Wait.
So next of kin law in Nigeria governs.
Wait now. See, if
I don't want that.
I believe that my agent.
Guys, please.
What you know what I am?
Wait,
who do you think you're talking to yourself?
Emotion. I will be this one now. Why they put
Can I read?
Wait,
not you.
If she wasn't
that guy,
let me talk now.
Please. Can you? I want you to read from Google. Frederick, do that for us, please.
Yes. Stop. Who do you think you're talking to here?
Yeah.
Oh, when you know they bring that one, come here, read this thing that they send you. Go straight to the point and stop.
So next of kin law in
you guys
Nigeria.
You guys are both Wumi fan. Don't forget that. It's also a Wumi fan, no?
I'm reading from.
I don't care about people being a Wumi fan. So
Frederick is your fellow Wumi fan, 100%.
No. We don't have to be friends now.
Soprano, can I read from Google?
No.
Okay.
Let Wumi fans do it. The both of them are Wumi fans. So go on, Frederick.
Okay, so next of kin is a person's closest living relative. When someone dies without a will, the next of kin is legally authorized to oversee the estate and distribute the assets to the beneficiaries.
And when I said something
number one.
Wait. So when I said that, I was
surviving spouse.
Daps, keep. I told you to read, you refuse. Let him finish it. That's not all. Go on.
So the order of inheritance is the surviving spouse and children, parents of the deceased, full-blooded siblings, half-blooded siblings, grandparents, full-blooded uncles and aunties.
Do you get that?
So that's
all. Do you want me to talk or you want to go Royal Rumble again?
I mean, you just go to the definition. A spouse, the parents, half-blooded brother can be a next of kin if the deceased does not specify, or if the deceased did not specify a will. Then automatically it's going to go that way, and it's legal.
But I'm saying you cannot authoritatively say one person is the next of kin.
Can you please
if it's not documented, the way you're affirming it, you're saying it.
We're clear on next of kin now. What's the argument?
You want authoritative? I don't know where you're getting your own information from. This person just Google, right? To bring
this is not the argument we're having.
I want you to establish to me how it's passed. It's not a next of kin.
You're saying Izumi the next of kin in that, and I said, how can you prove? That's what I'm saying. You're reading the legal,
because a next of kin, the meaning of a next of kin, the meaning of a next of kin says so. A next of kin is a next of kin. Listen, let me tell you. A next of kin can be somebody who is closely related to somebody by blood. Okay, one example. It could be the parent, it could be the brother, and a next of kin can also be somebody who is married to somebody. Okay, can be the spouse. So a spouse can be a next of kin, even without any form of will. I mean, it's obvious now. Legally, when a woman marries to a man, they are binded. They stand for each other. What is not clear? Is that what too difficult for you to understand?
She wasn't legally married. You proved on your platform that she's not legally married. How about that? So
I'm trying to help you understand what the meaning of next of kin means.
Don't help me. Help yourself.
Okay, now have you learned what next of kin means? Have you learned what next of kin means, or you've still not learned? Do you agree that your wife? Okay, you know what? Okay, guys, let's do this way.
Please,
and I will continue to ask you in the next 5 years till you understand what next of kin is. Do you believe a wife is a next of kin?
Wife in what terms? Wife in what terms?
Can a married Can a married woman
you on this
be the
platform,
next of kin to her husband?
you presented your hold on. You on this platform, you presented your findings and to say our marriage can be challenged. And now again, you're coming here to prove she's the next of kin for a marriage that is not valid, for a marriage that you as a host
Are we talking about
contested.
her marriage right now? We're talking about
this is the point now, because you want to go that route too. Now you want to say she's the next of kin.
Do you believe she's the next of kin? That a married
no,
woman
I don't believe
so
she's the next of kin.
A wife is not the next of kin.
Wife in what sense? You've said she's not legally.
It's a wife in general sense, in broadly sense.
Wife in what sense? Wife in a traditional sense. Is that what you're saying?
Wife is a wife. A wife is a wife.
Go back to that definition again. Legally, a wife, marriage. You know what marriage means. So what are you saying?
It could be the spouse. A wife is not a wife is not somebody who is legally married to somebody. Who is a wife?
Bro.
Wait, who is a wife? Again, can you tell me who is a wife?
I see. You know what you do. You always want to.
Do you want to engage him?
No, why would I do that?
Soprano, can I engage him?
All right, go on, just go on.
Okay, Dabs, please, let me just say something. I'm reading from Google, and what I asked Google is order of next of kin when not stated. It says siblings like brothers and sisters are usually considered next of kin after the deceased's surviving spouse, parents, and children are legally adopted children. Grandparents may also be considered to be next of kin when the deceased has no surviving spouse, parents, or children. So that's the order, the spouse. Now, in terms of the marriage, Wunmi and Mohbad are traditionally married, so she is his spouse. But if there is going to be a legal requirement on that marriage, then a document must be tendered to show that she is legally married. If your marriage does not require any legal requirements, then you are still married. It doesn't take away the fact that you're married. So nobody has said she's not married, but she's not legally married to Mohbad because her marriage is not registered according to any law in Nigeria, either customary or English law. So that's on that. Now, in that house, on that particular day, when Mohbad died, Wunmi was the next of kin to Mohbad, and the responsibility of reporting his death was on her on that day.
No.
Let me finish. I will let you speak.
You don't have to finish. No.
I'll let you finish.
I tell you people that I come here for one reason and one reason only. I come here to defend her rights, okay? She is not in any way. She has no authority to pronounce him dead. There are people that have been that they have the power. That authority has been delegated to them. They are the only one that can pronounce you dead.
Okay.
Nobody else can pronounce anybody dead.
That's why I said, let me finish. That's why I said, no, let me finish. Don't say you won't let me finish. No, you won't say that. You will allow me to finish.
So you can retract your statement.
No, you will let me finish now.
You can either retract the statement now.
You will
let
me
always
finish.
It's not nice when we affirm something.
Jump in and assume
Ma'am,
that
you can retract your statement because what you said is not correct.
You can't jump in and not allow me finish my argument.
I will let you finish, but you have to retract that statement now.
I am going somewhere.
She's not retracting it. Let her finish.
Okay, let me finish. So in the case of Mohbad, we were told that Mohbad's body was taken to the hospital. Mohbad was pronounced dead in 2 hospitals. And at one of those hospitals, they were advised to take his body to the morgue. If they are taking his body to the morgue, there will be no need for any report because it would have been a normal, natural death. Because at that morgue, the morgue would have done an examination, a general examination of the body, and they would have rendered a report accordingly concerning that death. Now that they didn't take him to the morgue, the onus was on them to actually go and report to the police. And that was why when Baba Mohbad got to that house and there was no medical report to support that death, he said, let me take this body to the police station. And that was exactly what he did, but he didn't still get that report. So see, if you as a person, if somebody dies in your house and you know that this person died of natural causes, you are supposed to get a certified medical personnel to get that person to issue a document to say this person has been certified dead. and sign it. With that document, you deposit in the morgue. If you don't want to deposit in the morgue, there still has to be a document that certifies that person dead. It is not you, the wife, or anybody in the house that should determine who is dead and who is not dead. And the reason why the morgue will ask you for a certified report from a doctor is so that they can be sure that who you are bringing is actually dead and have been certified dead by a qualified medical officer. Now, in Mohbad's case, we were told that he was taken to a hospital, to 2 hospitals, and he was certified dead, brought in dead by those 2 hospitals. The hospitals don't need to tell us the cause of death. The only thing they need to write in their report is that this person has been certified dead, and he was brought in dead to our facility. With that document, they can deposit him in any morgue, or he could also be buried directly without going to any morgue, because there's a document to back up the fact that that man has been certified dead. In Mohbad's case, that's not the case. So now that his death was not reported, he was not taken to the morgue, nobody has told us at what point the document certifying him dead was issued. In his house, on the day we were told he died, his lawyer was there. He didn't do anything. Is it that the lawyer too doesn't know what is right according to the law of Nigeria? So there are so many shady things around the death of Mohbad and how it was, why it wasn't reported. And if we go that route, like what Papriano just brought up, those people in that house who decided to take him back home instead of taking him to a morgue, who did not render the report that was given to them on that day, they are culpable. And that's why there's so many areas of his death that has been covered. So when you come here and you tell me that I should take back my statement, I can't, because the responsibility is on the wife. I'm also a married woman. If my husband dies today, I'm the one that is responsible for him. I'm his next of kin. In the order of next of kin, I am next. Before you can even talk about his siblings, because when you are talking about marriage, a man leaves his father and mother and is joined to his wife and they become one. And so if one dies, the next person is the one that is responsible. And in terms of marriage, it is not about a legal document. You have been joined in marriage, whether traditionally, whether by Sharia or whatever, you're his wife. It is when you now want to go to court or you want to start laying other claims to that marriage. You don't want to go by the tradition that you were married by. That's when you need to tender a legal document. If you're married by traditional rights, if your husband dies, you have to defer to the traditional way of handling his death. You can't now want to introduce another law into the marriage that you were not married under. So that's just my own opinion.
Okay, Flakes, I would like to come in there. I would like to come in there. If you're married in a court way that it's been recognized by the law, she would be in charge of the burial.
Yes, she'll be in charge of the burial.
Sure. Since she wasn't married in a legal way,
yeah,
she had to leave the corpse for the family, and she has done that thing. So for that fact, she did what
you can't say she has to leave the corpse for the family.
It's what the tradition says. It's what the tradition
the family
says.
To take that decision.
It's what the tradition says, actually. Because if she was married, she wouldn't let that man bury that. Like, it wouldn't happen that day. But because of the fact that she understands the kind of marriage she had to let the family take charge. And she did the right thing that marriage says. So why is everyone not trying to blame her for doing the right thing by then?
I don't understand that. If the man died in your custody,
No, this is not about custody anymore.
The man died in your hands.
Our marriage does not give her the rights. Our marriage does not give her the rights to squarehead the burial or to take charge of the corpse. We're
not talking about burial now. The report.
You were the one that said she was supposed to take it to the morgue. She was supposed to do this one and the rest. Now you were the one that
now because she was in custody. She was in custody of that man's body.
You know, Amari does not support her to be the person in charge.
No.
Okay, now she's.
No, that document I read to you on Google did not specify legal. He said spouse, surviving spouse. Mumi is Mohbad's spouse. She's not legally married to him, but her marriage to Mohbad is valid by Nigerian traditional law.
So you expected her to take charge of
I expected her to do the needful as a spouse, but now that she's trying to be in charge of his assets and his child and everything.
No, don't go that route. You don't
No.
There's one thing that we have to say.
There are so many things that woman is laying claim to as his
you're
wife.
saying things authoritatively.
No.
You don't have any evidence that she's going after
She's
the
laying
property or
claims
anything.
to many things that Mohbad owns.
Like what? This is where.
Okay, she claims that the child she's holding is Mohbad's child.
Okay,
Why has she not returned that child to the family?
Why would she do the DNA?
Why would she return her child to the family?
Now you're talking. You want to be specific. You want to be selective in what you accept and what you don't accept. If you're going the whole route of traditional,
route of what?
The family owns that child. You should leave that child for them and let them do whatever they need to do with
Which
the
family?
child.
Which family?
The family of her husband in Nigeria is the man that owns the child. It's not Ghana. Ghana is the woman that owns the child.
Who's the family that owns? I beg,
Anyway,
Can I come in for a second?
Fracas. I don't want to start arguing with you. I've just told you.
It's not fracas. The fact is that traditionally, if this was traditional route, traditionally she's not responsible for the body of Mohbad. Plus, she's not in custody. Mohbad is not a child. The custody of the body goes to the family. She has no right on that body when he was dead. Her child is a child.
Okay,
it's nobody's child.
And
traditionally, everything.
Does she at least have a right to inform the family that he had died?
She doesn't. She's not supposed to inform the family.
What should she have done? The child, the wife, the husband was with her.
People informed the family. People took the right.
Really?
I don't get it. Mohbad brother was there.
Are you for real right now?
Did it, so.
So why must you be the person to carry the information?
I will never understand this.
Adura is there. The cousin was there.
So Darosha
the cousin was there. The elder sister was informed.
Must she speak by force?
Let me ask Paparano. Is Paparano still here? In my tradition, the wife is not supposed to see her husband's deceased.
Mean body?
Yeah. So I don't know if that's their tradition.
What's your tradition, Urobo?
The woman is not supposed to see.
In Urobo.
Even when he died in your hands?
The woman does not see, yeah.
Even if you were there when he died?
Yes, you can't be around that. You better not be.
What if the woman killed her? What if the woman killed her?
Which woman? How did the woman kill her? I don't have any evidence of that.
Can't a woman kill a man?
How?
Yeah, you better not be there.
You better not be there.
Because so Urobo women can't kill. Urobo women have never killed Urobo men.
I don't know about that too. Let's not.
Anyway, we're not talking about Robo here. We're talking about Yoruba. I'm a Yoruba.
Yes, in Yoruba land.
This is the question now.
The woman is not supposed to be calling nobody. You don't call anybody.
I understand the tradition.
Someone who just lost their husband would just pick phone and start calling people.
Oh yeah, madam, tell us the tradition.
No. She has to organize those who will inform them.
Yeah.
She must be responsible.
Okay, let me pose the question to you. In your tradition, is a woman supposed to see her husband's deceased body?
Are you speaking to me?
Yes, of course.
Yes, of course.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I'm Yoruba and I'm married to a Yoruba man. And I'm from a different state from my husband. So,
first of all, this argument about Wunmi, I don't get it. She's not legally responsible. Yes, she's supposed to be responsible. Traditionally, Yoruba, Mohbad has a son right now. So everything that Mohbad owns goes directly to the son, whether we like it or not.
We're not talking about
if he doesn't have a son,
we're not talking
then
about
this Wunmi issue would not be an issue at all. Because
we're not talking about inheritance,
automatically goes to the family, and
we're not discussing inheritance, madam. We're not talking about inheritance. We're talking about responsibilities here.
Responsibility does not still rely. She's not responsible.
The child is a minor. He doesn't have any responsibilities yet. We're talking about responsibilities at the point at the time of death.
He's not responsible for anything.
Can you address that?
He's not. You're just trying to pin. You're a very smart woman. You seems to be smart. You have made up your mind. You have your own inner
We are
conception.
discussing
Yeah,
open information here. We're not. It's not about being smart.
You are misinforming. You are misinforming people.
Are you
You have
sure?
built up your own this thing about you have your own
I'm a married
interpretation,
woman.
and
I'm
you
a
want
married
to
woman
force
of
it on
Yoruba
us.
heritage.
You don't have any evidence whatsoever. You are trying to
What evidence?
misinform.
What evidence for what now, please?
Why do you, she's not responsible? We have made that clear. You don't want to. There is no law evidence that say she's
I agree
responsible.
with you. She's not responsible.
Yeah.
What duty does Wunmi? What did she have to Mohbad while he was alive? Did she have any?
Move who?
Did she have
How
any?
did she
Did
move
she have
him?
any duty to him?
What do you mean she moved?
What
She
duty
moved
are
what?
you referring to? What duty
No.
first? What
Did
duty?
Wunmi, as a traditionally married woman to Mohbad, did she have any responsibilities to him at all by
Yes,
that
no.
marriage?
Yes, no.
Like
Yes.
what?
To cook for him, to give him knack, to do the necessary things. Like Papa will say, I know Papa will
Take
come
care of
online
their
now and say
children.
knack, to take care of the family and cater for him. Yeah.
Cater for him.
Cater for him. I like that.
Yeah.
Cater for him. What does cater for him mean, please?
Cater for him is what we just explained. Cook for him. He doesn't have to
No.
shower
Cater
him.
for him. No,
Cook for him. Be
expatiate.
responsible for their children. Take care of the household. That's what she is responsible for. What do you mean cater for him? He should be cleaning his ass in here.
Maybe she gave him medical.
Why
Maybe
if
she
they
gave
don't have
her
kids?
a
Why if they
medical
don't have
license,
kids?
or she has
Why
medical
if they don't
training. I
have
don't
kids?
understand. Somebody
Singapore
feed
just
him
asked a
hospital.
They
They
don't
question.
send
have
for some
money. Yeah.
hospital.
They don't have.
You
They
look,
don't have
this
kids.
thing is very straightforward. Look, this Mohbad case is an open and closed book. You guys are the ones making. If it goes to court now, because you have built your own conception, you will say they have bribed somebody. It's a very open and closed book. It's an open and shut case. But you guys are making it too difficult.
Madam the Crown Jewel, can I ask you a question?
Ask me.
Are you a Yoruba woman?
I am a Yoruba woman. My husband is Yoruba. My whole family is Yoruba.
Okay. And your culture is different from other people's culture?
My
as Yoruba?
culture, yes, is different from other people's culture.
What is your culture about marriage and death of a spouse? Do you want to enlighten us?
Yoruba
Can you
culture,
enlighten us?
let me tell you, in Yoruba culture, what do you
culture.
mean? Which exactly do you want? Is it about my marriage, my family, my responsibility as a family member, or
No, I'm not talking about yours specifically. I'm saying educate us about the culture of the Yoruba as it regards traditional marriage and the responsibilities in that traditional.
In traditional marriage, the wife is responsible, like we explained earlier, or to cater for the family, the husband, and the household as a whole. That's the responsibility of the wife.
Okay.
The family, in the disease of Mohbad, the wife, if the man has no child with that wife, the wife is literally excluded from everything, including properties. The wife has no right to the properties of the man. When the man dies, she is not in any way to make it, unless maybe she's alone with him somewhere, and then maybe it falls on her to make the pronouncement. But in this case, there were people around her. Anyone could have made the pronouncement, and that's fine. So I don't get what we're trying to say. She's not.
According to the
Mohbad
tradition,
is not.
according to tradition itself, you have to let people take charge.
Yes,
And
that's
and
the
we-
Yoruba kini.
and Adura and
Was there.
Adura was there. This guy came later on, and the other sister was also informed. That's the right thing that was supposed to do. That was supposed to be done, and she did it. So
Julie,
we want
that's what we say. They say she's traditional. She's a
traditional wife.
a customary
You
wife.
see, let me say something. When you are defending, it is important that you have information before you start defending. Now, when Wunmi was asked in the corona, did you inform anybody when your husband died? She said, I informed my sister-in-law. Can you guys collect that?
Did you say that?
What did I say? What did I say about the sister?
Wait. Let me finish.
Let her
Let me finish.
You're talking with smart people now, so go ahead.
Let me finish, madam.
Landy.
But on this panel this morning, or this afternoon, or this evening, people have told me that she does not have any responsibility to anybody. She should have just left it. But she did something. She informed her sister-in-law, who in turn informed her father. So somehow she informed a family member. But you guys have been arguing with me since morning that she doesn't have any responsibility to do anything.
Because from what we heard, she was not the one who called.
She informed her sister-in-law, the older
she informed her
sister of
sister-in-law.
Mohbad.
You know why she did that? You know why she did that?
It doesn't matter why she did it. She informed a member of the family.
You're just going front and back. You're saying she shouldn't. Now you're saying you know why.
No.
Thank you, Singapore.
No, I
These
said
guys
she
are
should not.
impossible. The first thing they want to do
You make
is to
excuse.
first of all
That is my
defend.
problem. You have
Don't make
answered to
excuses
everything.
for everything.
Why? Can you not just agree? Hey.
I don't understand. Once you start
she had to let
engaging
people
people, they
take charge.
think you
It
just want
was
to
the
be
first thing I
against.
said. I said, as per tradition, right, she has to let people take charge. And you also affirmed to it that at the inquest, she also gave a testimony saying she called the sister. Adura was also there too. So why do you all want to park the whole blame on one person?
Nobody is packing any blame. We're saying that on this case, let everybody have an open mind and analyze these things dispassionately. But when it looks like you are talking about dry bones near an old woman, everybody gets really triggered and you start to assume that we're going somewhere. Why all this? What's going on?
Wait, Flex, hold on.
1 second,
What's going on?
You think me, Flex, hold on, sniper,
You just said,
wait, Singapore, wait. You think the wife owns a duty of care to the husband, but siblings do not hold duty of care to each other? Is that what you're trying to prove to me right now?
What I'm proving to you is that in the hierarchy of next of kin, the spouse is senior to siblings. Get that right today. If you didn't know before, whether it is traditional or
it's not legally. Okay,
whether it is legal or traditional.
And then since the wife hasn't done the right thing you believed, why is the siblings not doing, like the younger brother not doing the right thing?
We have just told you now, I have just reminded you that Wumi said she informed Mohbad's sibling, the older sister.
Duty of care here. I'm saying duty of care.
In duty of care. See, let me tell you something. In duty of care, as a spouse,
if she informed her, good on her part, but she's not really responsible to do it. Like it doesn't fall on her to do that.
As a spouse,
if she did it, good on her part.
For your partner.
Wait first. When they were in the house, right?
Yes.
And the nurse came, the nurse injected them, and they went to the hospital.
Yes.
Okay, so at the hospital, they pronounced him a deceased.
They told them that he was brought in dead.
Okay.
So they confirmed that he was truly dead. By the time.
So why didn't the hospital now take over and call the police and do?
No. The hospital doesn't need, because if you don't go to the hospital or the hospital is not suspecting anything, you have brought in somebody, the person is already dead. The hospital has only one thing to do. This person is already dead on arrival. Take this person to the morgue. When you take the body to the morgue, it is at that point that the morgue attendants will examine the body before they put it in the freezer. And they'll do a report.
No, but
that wasn't done.
If the hospital took Mohbad, and they release the corpse to them, there's always one thing you have to understand there. They didn't suspect anything, or there were no cause for alarm at that point. That is what you guys are missing. If he was stabbed or shot, the hospital would not give the corpse back to them. It's not possible.
I don't understand.
Why are we trying to
Daps, why do you think they didn't take the body to the morgue as advised by Perez Hospital?
Why do you
think they didn't do that?
Because it's the family's choice, not just one person's opinion. It's the family's choice. They made that decision. It's don't make it look like it was one person.
I'm going somewhere. Yeah. Now, do you believe that a hospital will pronounce a man dead and they will not issue, even if it's just a piece of paper, to say this person was brought into our facility and he was brought in dead on arrival at XYZ time of the day. And the doctor will sign that document and issue it to the family to take the body away. Do you know that do you think
it's
that
Nigeria? Anything is possible in Nigeria. So
no. See, I lived in Nigeria for many years. And I've been involved in many deaths, as in maybe a member of my family died, or a friend, a member of my church or something. And when you take, if somebody dies in the house and you take the body to the hospital will issue a document certifying that the person has died on the spot. Because even that hospital will have a record of the fact that somebody was brought in dead to their facility. So if you are saying that no document was issued,
but
a body passed, let me finish, please. Don't jump in, Flora. Okay. A man was taken to a hospital. The hospital has acknowledged that he was brought into. Are you saying that there is no record in that hospital that this man was brought in and he was certified dead on arrival? And if there is such a document, if there is such a record, there must have been another document issued. And Perez Hospital
to who? If the nail on the hammer on the nail, like they say it, issued to who? Document was issued to who?
Okay, so that document, when it is issued in any hospital, it is issued next to the next of kin.
Yeah, exactly.
No, so in that situation, listen to me. Listen to me. In that instance, in the two hospitals that they went to, Wumi was with them. She went with them to Kuramet. She went with them to Paris.
Who is the next of king they give this certificate? Who is the next of king?
So that is the point. That is the point that we all need to know. That a document was definitely issued, but that document, nobody has come out of all the people that went to that.
Do you know the next of king
that went to that body?
Baba.
Nobody has come. Baba was not with them when they were taking him from one hospital to the other.
After Flix, wait.
Yeah, that's.
There's always one thing here that we have to understand. In a case of an accident, gunshot, and all of that, and somebody is being taken to the hospital, and the person died, or the person died in the process of being attended to, the hospital will take charge. They will reach out to the necessary people, and then they will try to do what they have to do. It was just recently that they had to pass a bill to say people who had gunshot injury must be treated immediately without a police report. So if two hospitals has examined this guy's body when they arrived and they confirmed to be brought in dead, and they went ahead to release the body to the family, one thing you have to be aware of is that they've also questioned the people that brought the body. One, they've done their own normal review of examining the body and then check anything, blah, 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 and the rest. And they do not suspect anything fishy or anything that may raise alarm at that point. So now, why are you not making it feel like it's not
I'm saying to you that they would have issued a document. It doesn't matter whether there's any mark on the body.
Wait. So if two hospital check Mohbad's body, see that there was no cause for alarm, why are you not pretty sure that the morgue will not be the person that will not see the stabbing wound or the railings injury?
Okay, so if a body is brought in dead to a hospital, what the hospital will do is to check the pulse, check all the vitals to see that there is no life in that body anymore.
They will not check the body at all. They will not check.
No, it is not because
they will not check if there was.
No.
They will not check if there was a gunshot or stab.
No. Unless it is obvious. Unless it is obvious to them.
Okay, but if somebody is being stabbed, hold on, Flex.
Okay, I'm listening.
If somebody is being stabbed,
or
somebody head was being smashed by the railings. You see that railings that broke at Mohbad house. If somebody head is in smash on that railings, it's going to be an obvious injury, right?
Do you know that you can hit your head without an injury and you might be bleeding internally and not see? It might not be obvious to the outside world that something is wrong internally. It is only when a proper autopsy is done that things that have happened internally can be determined. Do you know that?
But some people were able to see that was stabbed by the stomach. Are you aware of that?
I don't know. I don't know about that. What I know is that when somebody dies, whether on the way to the hospital or at home or whatever, you take the person to the hospital or you call in a doctor to examine and certify the person dead. It is not the doctor that will start checking whether there's something under the dress or under some. No, they don't do that.
So it's a mortician. It's a mortician. It's a mortician that will not check better than the doctor.
No, see, it is a mortician.
Clap again.
See, it is a mortician that has the responsibility to examine a dead body that has been brought into the morgue and do a report. And if possible, Romance, please, can you mute? And if possible, order for an autopsy in agreement with the family. Do you get? When they're doing autopsy, they also need the consent of the family. So when you take a body to the hospital, the body would only be confirmed dead, and you now be told to take the body to the morgue. When you get to the morgue, the morticians will discuss with you whether you want autopsy or whatever you want to do. If you don't want to, because like Muslims, they don't want autopsy. They just want you to confirm that the person is dead, issue a document that the person, because that document, that paper that the hospital issues is what you are going to use to process the death certificate.
But Nigeria,
how do you know that? No. And if you want to go further to issue, you can either process the death certificate directly with that paper, or go for an autopsy so that you can have a more in-depth analysis of what has killed the person. But that death certificate is not issued at the hospital when the person is certified dead. It is the Ministry of Interior or whatever that issues death certificate or population, whatever. But that document that is issued, but that document that is issued at the hospital certifying the person dead is still a requirement for you to process the death certificate.
Okay, so with all this that we've had, let's say, what's the easy flakes? Let's agree that the doctors did not do a proper check on him. According to what she's saying now, there should be
I didn't say they didn't do a proper check. I said what they are required to do to certify somebody dead is not to be doing autopsy on the spot there. Okay. It's just to confirm that there's no life in that body. That is all.
Let's agree that they're not supposed to do all that. Let's agree that they did not see any physical injury, that it might be internal. Let's agree. So now we don't know if a certification was issued, but according to law,
it's a possibility. I'm not saying it is confirmed.
I'm agreeing with you. Give me a minute.
Go on.
Let's say that a certification was not issued, but according to law, we know that there must be something issued that confirms the death of the disease.
Correct. Okay. Correct.
So we are done with that. He was taken to the morgue. Why? He was taken to the morgue, and according to what we've heard so far, it was advised for them to leave the body in the morgue, and someone declined it.
They were advised to take the body to the morgue. That piece of paper that the hospital must have issued when they certified him dead should have been used to place the body in the morgue, but that document was not provided.
The morgue still accepted him till the next day.
No, the morgue did not accept him. He was kept in the ambulance outside the morgue till the next day. He was not allowed to be taken in.
Whatever it is, even if the certification was not issued, let's say it wasn't issued.
I can't believe it wasn't issued.
So if it was issued, it was two people moving the body around, Baba. And
I think we should believe that, because a case happened like
so many people followed them around.
Oh, look, I wasn't there. That's what I wasn't there.
It's their testimonies we are discussing now. Is what they said to us.
That's what I'm saying. I'm going by the statements that was given. Okay, so I don't know who was around and who. According to them, it was him and Baba moving the body around.
Who was
those
him?
people, those two people, let's be realistic. I'm not going to say
No, Mrs. The Crown, please.
Okay.
The people that went with him with the body.
Oh, prior to Baba arriving.
When he left the house with the body.
Okay, prior to Baba arriving.
Okay, prior to them going to the morgue.
Prior to Baba arriving.
Prior to Baba arriving. Going.
Prior to Baba arriving. Prior to Baba arriving, they all went with the body to the first. They went to Kuramed Hospital. The people that went, DJ Bami, the nurse, Wumi, Adura, West, OG.
The nurse.
The nurse, yes, I mentioned the nurse. So there were 6 of them that went to Kuramed. When they got to Kuramed and he was certified dead, brought in dead, they didn't believe or they didn't accept. They decided to get a second opinion and they moved him to another hospital, which is Perez Hospital at Osapa, London. They all still went. It was when they were going there, Darosha, according to them, even though later we discovered that maybe Darosha was there or he wasn't there, Darosha now adjoined them. So they were about like 7. Even this guy, what's his name? Spenny said it was not called and they all met in the hospital at Perez. So there were so many of them at Perez. When the body was examined at Perez, it was brought in there. They said, oh, they noticed rigor mortis, everything. Perez actually issued a press statement, a document, a public statement on what happened at their own facility, even though he wasn't their patient, and that they advised them to take his body to a government facility to be deposited. That's a government hospital to be deposited in the morgue. Now, when they left that place, they took the body back home. At that time, there was no Baba, there was no Mama involved. The only people that were related to Mohbad in that trip, Wumi, Adura, and baby Liam, were the 3 people that were his relatives in that trip.
In that trip that went back home.
They now took the body.
Fear God now. Fear God.
So they now took the body back home. The body was already at home when Baba Mohbad, Mama Mohbad, and Mama Tunde were on their way from Ikorodu.
What did Papa put on my picture?
By the time they got to the house, the body was already at the house.
But okay, Flix, I would like to get something straight. So are you saying the idea of taking Mohbad home was assumed by 3 people: Adura, Wumi, and who else?
No. I'm saying that the direct siblings are responsible. The people that were there. I think. I'm sorry. Than Darosha, 4 of them: Darosha, Wumi, Adura, and baby Liam. They were the relatives that were with the body at Perez Hospital. So between the 3 of them, between the 3 old, what do you call it? The adults there, Wumi, Darosha, and Adura. Between those 3 were the people that took that decision.
No, you cannot say all of them.
Why did they even? Why? Hold on. Why
No,
did
I'm
they
just
even
assuming because Wumi is there as his next of kin.
Oh, don't be emphasizing on this next of kin now.
Wumi is there as the next of kin. She's she has the seniority in that next of kin, in that hierarchy of next of kin.
And they say, how is she seniority in the next of kin? It's Adura.
All those 3 people like
she's the spouse.
all those 3 people is going to jail. Those 3 people will send them.
No, she's the spouse. So she was there.
Not. She's customary wife. So Adura is the next of kin.
Madam, please don't let's argue over that.
We're not arguing over that. Don't make it.
So so Wumi was there, and she was aware that they told them that they should take the body to a government hospital to be deposited in a morgue. But instead of doing that, do you know that for me, this is my own personal opinion right now. If I were in their shoes, because they're all very young people, we would have waited at that Perez Hospital for Baba Mohbad to arrive with Mama Mohbad.
Okay. And are you a Yoruba person?
I would have waited at that hospital.
Are you a Yoruba person?
I am a Yoruba person. No. See, now that we are in a hospital, a public place, I would have waited, or at least I would not support moving that body back home. Even if I had to leave as the spouse, I will make sure that that the family will meet that body at the hospital. But and decisions would have been taken for them. See, do you know that we won't be having this argument if the family, even if it wasn't Baba Mohbad, maybe if Blessing had arrived and said, if Blessing had arrived and said, oh yeah, let's go to the morgue. Do you know that nobody will be having this discussion? But instead, the body was moved back home. Now, this body was moved back home. Another shady area of this case is the fact that when that body was moved back home and Baba Mohbad arrived, and he was now planning to move the body to Ikorodu, and he said, oh yeah, let's go to the police station. Police said no report. They now got to the morgue in Ikorodu. Ikorodu said, do you have a doctor's report? No. But Wumi was there. Darosha was there. All these people were at the hospital. They know exactly what transpired at the hospital. They did not offer any information about whether a document was available or not. That one, Baba said there was no.
Hold on. I'm sorry to interject you. See,
no, that's fine. We're having a discussion.
Every single time I get that discussion of Ikorodu morgue, the first question that comes to my mind is
exactly
why did they not try to put Mohbad at the morgue on the island? Why did they have to go to Ikorodu morgue? Just give me one reason. Why?
I don't know, but his father. Wait. His father lives in Ikorodu. Mohbad's family house is in Ikorodu. Your parents' house in the traditional marriage is where your father lives, and if his father is alive, that means his family house is Ikorodu.
You pick and choose when you want to use tradition.
Now, when they were asked to take that body to the morgue, they did not specify take this body to Ikorodu morgue. There are so many morgues. In fact, Lagos Island General Hospital, there is a morgue there.
Didn't you say they were asked to go to what you call
General Hospital?
That's what I just said. Now there's General Hospital.
Is General Hospital in Ikorodu?
Yes, there's General Hospital in Ikorodu. That's where Baba took the body.
There is morgue at the General Hospital.
It's General Hospital. All the General Hospitals have morgues. That's why.
What do you mean? The whole General Hospital will now have a morgue?
No, all general hospitals have a morgue. See,
every general hospital has a morgue.
They should have taken Mohbad's body because listen, let me say something there. Between
the Crown, what are you saying? Now she's telling you the same thing and you're repeating it. She's telling you every general hospital has a morgue. Yeah, that's what she's saying.
Hospital has a morgue now. So when
everybody knows that every general hospital must have a morgue.
And do you know that between Lagos Island and Ekpe, there is no general hospital. So if you take the
body, but it doesn't mean they do not have a private
if you don't take the
general hospital at Abramadesoya, there's general hospital at Abramadesoya.
Okay, I don't know. Is there a new one?
God bless you, Chantel.
Okay. So God bless you. So there's General Hospital Lagos. There's General Hospital at Abramadesoya. There's General Hospital at Ekpe. There's General Hospital at Ikorodu. There's Ikeja. There's Surulere. There's Bagada. Do you understand? There's so many general hospitals in Lagos that they could have deposited this boy's body. But they didn't. They took his body back home.
Why? That's my question.
I don't know. You should provide that information because
see, that justified the reason why that guy was expected to be buried that night or the following day. Because
I don't know.
Wait.
I don't know that.
See, you can decide to keep someone in a morgue in a particular area and go and bury the person in a different area. That doesn't justify because you want to bury somebody in this area, you must put that person in the morgue in that area. No, that's not tangible. Why do they have to take the body to Ikorodu? That's my honest question.
Okay.
Why?
I'll tell you something from Baba Mohbad's testimony. He said when we left the police station and they didn't give us the report, I said, okay, let me take this body to Ikorodu where I think I am familiar with. Can you recollect that I said that?
But still, the mission was to bury him.
No, I said, let me take this body.
The mission was to bury him that day or the next day.
No. He said,
it's not about putting him in the morgue.
Let me take him to Ikorodu General Hospital where I think I'm familiar with. And he went to that Ikorodu General Hospital. He said he tried to speak to them, but they asked him to provide documents, either doctor's report or police report. You know, if somebody is involved in an accident and they die on the spot, you get a police report to deposit them in the morgue. If they die without, if the hospital certifies them dead because they were sick or something, you get a hospital report that you use to deposit them.
Okay, so now does that? Okay, now same way Baba was in charge of the burial. Now you can see that he took the power from Wumi and he took charge, right? Now you've been able to accept the fact that he
took the power from Wumi. That's why he took the body by himself to he got them to get the ambulance and everything. But what I'm saying
and that could be that they were acting under instruction to return the body back home. That could be another reason.
The power was not fully given to this man. Because those who went, wait now, let me clarify. Why I said the power was not fully given to him is the fact that when that body was handed over to him to take to either the police station or the people that went to the hospital with him, that got the the medical report, the doctor's report, did not give him that doctor's report. They did not give him that doctor's report. That's why he couldn't deposit the body at the morgue. He took the body to the morgue. He didn't take the body home.
Which morgue? Which morgue?
See,
hold on.
He took the body to Ikorodu morgue.
Hold on.
If he didn't want to deposit that body in a morgue, he would have taken the body to his house in Ikorodu.
That's not
he didn't take the body to his house in Ikorodu.
Flakes.
Forced to take the body to the morgue because
why
they wouldn't allow him to bury him that night. What are we talking about?
He could have taken the body to his house.
Why?
He didn't take the body to his house. He
If he
took the
wasn't-
body
if he
to the
wasn't willing
morgue.
to be in
Because
charge.
people have to call him and beg him.
No, you guys should not forget that he made a phone call to the
ballet.
to like the yeah.
That has been
Bale said
debunked.
No,
That
it
has
wasn't
been
debunked. It
Give
wasn't
the
debunked.
Bale
Go and
a
bring the debunking video. Go and
That
bring
has
the
been-
Debunking.
that has
The
been-
Bale
that has
came on.
They did not
been
debunk
debunked.
anything.
Debunking call.
They did not debunk
No,
anything.
it doesn't even matter whether he made a phone call.
Easy
He
flakes.
didn't make a phone
made.
call.
Me,
What we know is
hold
that
on.
he
I will
took that
agree with her
body.
on
He
some
took
things.
that body to the
Easy
morgue.
flakes.
in
Hold on.
Ikorodu.
I'm gonna agree with you on a lot of things. You see, taking the hold on. Let's go this way because me, I like to be very objective. Let's say those children made a mistake by taking the body back home and not going directly to the morgue. Let's give it that too. Then let's say he was not given a police report, neither was did they get a certification, something certified that he was dead at the hospital. Okay, now Baba took over as the adult. After he took over, he literally made the same mistakes the kids made. Let's say they did not give him a report. If I was him, as the father or mother, I will die at that general hospital. I will take my child to the general hospital, no matter what time it was. That child will be kept in general hospital until I get, even if they want to leave him outside, he's going to be outside with the ambulance. I'm not taking it anywhere until I get the necessary documents and make sure that there is an autopsy that was done. Plus, Mohbad was not a Muslim, so why they rush to bury him?
Madam Crown Jewel, you know what? When Baba Mohbad took that body to the morgue in Ikorodu, I want to believe that the confusion of that night did not even make him realize that, when he got to the house, they must
So
have
you want to give, hold on, I'm not taking anything. You want to give him the confusion. But the kids, you don't think the children who were there were also confused about what to do.
Okay, so
Go
I'm
ahead.
assuming,
I just want to point that out.
if a man arrives somewhere and meets the dead body of his own child, he will not be in his right mind. He will be confused. He will be distraught. He will be.
But you think his wife was in her right mind, Abby?
No,
Keep going.
none of them.
I just want to point that out. I'm not saying Baba was in his right mind. I'm agreeing with you. Let's keep going.
Listen to me. None of them could have been okay because somebody has died. When there is a death in the family, everybody is at a.
He's confused. Thank you.
Okay, now let me say this. A hospital that advised people to take the body to a morgue. No, they already know that nobody in a morgue will accept this body from you if you don't have a certified death report that this person has died. And so the hospital that advised that they should take the
let's
body
do it one by
already
one.
knows.
So hold on, you will not finish. Let's go so that we understand each other. If the hospital did not give the right certifications or the right papers for them to put it at the morgue, who should we all be tackling right now? Shouldn't we be suing the hospital?
Shouldn't
we be going after the hospital for not giving him the proper documentation?
When hospital says,
keep going. I'm just trying to point some things as we go.
See, let's not assume too many things. Some of us
you are the one bringing it up.
No, I'm not assuming anything. I'm telling you exactly.
Let's go. It's
what the ideal situation is. That's what I'm telling you here. The ideal situation is that when somebody is taken to a hospital, whether he's dead on arrival or he dies at the hospital will issue a document certifying that the person has died, and a doctor will sign it. A qualified doctor will sign that this person has died. Not just anybody can sign that someone has died. A medical doctor, confirmed and qualified, must say that this person
Okay,
has
but
died.
Flex.
Now, after that person signs that document, it is in that document that you can process the body further. You either go and bury and go and process the death certificate later, or you can use that document to deposit at the morgue. Yes, I'm with you.
Let her finish now. I get what she's saying.
Wait, Flex. That document you're talking about, was it for Monday or for Tuesday?
I don't know. Whatever day they took him to the hospital.
Let's not bring this in, please.
Whatever day. See, I don't know why they don't want to. I don't know why they don't want to tender that document. And
No. Mohbad died on Monday. Mohbad died on Monday.
How about Flex?
Okay, I don't know. Are you
also among the school of thought that said Mohbad died on Monday too?
See, everything points to the fact that Mohbad died on Monday. But I don't have that confirmation.
Don't say with that. Common sense. He died on Monday.
Okay, chessman, my bro. Chessman, my bro. Calm down. Drink water.
Honestly, I came up because of this. I don't like this.
I agree with you,
Chessman. Drink water.
I don't like that fucking guy. I don't like it.
You see, I didn't mention anything. Let them, whatever they believe.
But Flex.
Yes, I'm here, Dabs.
I'm with you. Okay. Same way at the hospital, they advised the kids or the teenagers or whichever group of people.
They are kids now because
they are kids. They advised those kids to take the body to the morgue. Yeah. But when Baba went to the police station, they advised him to go to the jurisdiction where the event occurred. Is that not 1 against 1 right now? Is that not 1-1?
No. See, let me
you want to make an excuse now? You want to make an excuse now?
Dapo, I'm not going to make any excuse.
Okay.
I'm not going to make any excuse.
Good.
When the ambulance was called,
No. Wait,
listen,
let's approach the question.
Land now.
No,
I'm going to get your answer.
The police the police advised. The police advised.
I am going to get your answer.
Is in this case, I just want to go and cook for this case is very open and shut.
Okay.
Case.
Madam, let me quickly answer.
I'm leaving. I'm just saying, if we all come together as one and stop being and be objective about this issue, if we're really fighting for Mohbad, this case is very open and shut. Mistakes have been made by all these things. We should stop pinpointing someone as, oh, this is the person who killed. Open all avenue.
Nobody has talked about kill here today.
I'm just saying.
We're not saying anything.
I can't deal with this
analyze what you're analyzing now, madam. Please don't jump to any conclusions, please. Don't do that. Let's just analyze this the way we're analyzing it.
I didn't jump to conclusion. I'm just saying.
And we're trying to educate people, those who don't know
and stop having all
Kanjo, please wait.
Let's just
I want Flex to approach that question.
Let's try and educate ourselves about how these things work.
I'll go back to my question.
Yeah,
those kids were advised to put the body in the nearest morgue or
to take them to the government
morgue.
Yeah,
that's number one. Baba was advised to go and make an official report at the jurisdiction of the what's it called? How do you balance those two? Are they of the same? Are they of the same consequences, or they are both? Different?
Let me walk you through it. So the ambulance arrived at Mohbad's house to pick the body. A professional ambulance will ask for the death report. If you say that this person has been certified dead, you must give them the report. Otherwise, the ambulance will take that body to a hospital morgue, where they will say, oh, we have picked this body already dead. That hospital will now give them that report. I don't know what discussions held before they decided to go to the police station, but definitely I don't think the ambulance had a police report, doctor's report. Now, they went to the morgue. They went to the police station. Police said, go to the jurisdiction. Now, recall that Baba Mohbad does not live in Lekki. Those who took the body to the police station are the ones that know the police station that they took him to. I don't think he determined the police station that he was taken to that night. I don't think so. I don't believe so. I believe that those who know the environment, those who know that area, are the ones that determined the police station that he was taken to that night.
Oh, okay. So,
and he also said
think,
that when they told him that, listen, he said it in one of his interviews. He said when they told him that he should go to the jurisdiction where this thing happened, he said, I don't live in this area. Me too, I was called from Ikorodu. You remember? I don't live in this area.
Hold on.
So those Darosha, listen, those Darosha, Adura, DJ Bami, Wumi, Yatunde, no, not Yatunde. Yatunde doesn't live in
the lawyer.
All of them that Aryan, spending, all of them that were with that Baba that night. That they followed.
But he was the person in charge at that time. When you're in charge.
He was the one. See.
No, let's not go that route. Let's not go that route.
When they told them to go to the jurisdiction where it happened, they should have known that jurisdiction.
He was the one in charge now. He was the one in charge.
What we are saying,
but hold on, Flakes,
hold on. Something you don't know now.
Hold on, Flakes now. Hold on.
Let's be fair. Let's be factual.
No, we cannot be fair.
No. You can't be fair now because you have a plan.
Let's go this route.
Let's be fair. We have to be fair. Dabs, go on.
Let's go this route. Are you also sure Adura and Wumi might not also know about any morgue in their area? You can live in an area.
Dabs. Yeah? Don't move away from the question.
The police station.
The police told them to take the body to another police station, right?
Yes.
The jurisdiction where it happened. So,
exactly.
The police don't know who
yes, very simple. So,
the police don't know who buys.
No problem. Dabs. The question is clear enough. It's clear. It's clear for everybody. So now, a crime, an exhibit was brought to a police station, and the police who understand the law from that moment, they were supposed to follow through with every other process. But since the police failed, Mohbad's father lost hope in the Nigerian police, and he proceeded with the next thing that comes to his mind. Go on. He lost hope in the police entirely. They were supposed to take charge from there. What if he was under hostage and he was accompanied there by some people?
We don't even know. But from there, he went to Ikorodu General Hospital to try and deposit the body in the morgue. And they asked him for the same things. Where is the medical report? No report. Where is the police report? No police report. So the body was kept in the ambulance overnight. In fact, the ambulance told them that their time was up. They needed to go back to Lekki. They transferred the body into another
Baba made 2 attempts, right?
Ambulance.
Baba made 2 attempts to try to get what's it called? A doctor's report and a police report.
Yeah.
Right? Which is correct. But if the intention was not to bury Mo, I'm of the opinion that it would try as much as possible to get something done.
At that point in time, the man had no suspicion at all.
Saying he's hopeless.
He had no suspicion at all at that point in time. No suspicion. I think it was the Nigerian public that actually raised his suspicion about the death of his son. Because he had already taken it. He said, God give it, God take it. He already resigned to his fate that, okay, it was over. Omotiku. And they went the next day. He went to make arrangements for where they should bury him on the land that he knew that was Mohbad's land. And they went to go and bury him. And that was case closed for him at that point in time. But the public outcry and everything changed the whole thing. Let's face it. Even at that time, I was cursing the man. How can this man be so? Pardon?
Did you say the land was Mohbad's land?
Yes.
Yeah, the land was, at least that's a land that was bought by Mohbad, where he was buried. Whether it was bought for his father or it was bought for himself, that land was bought by Mohbad. That's what his father said. That the only land Timo Momo, like because he has the lawyer showing him.